Hey, grilling with the fire going. We're getting ready to do some baby back ribs today. Let's see here. So I just picked these up at the grocery store last night. Baby back ribs. Not a real big slab because it's just going to be for me. I'm probably going to, might eat half of these tonight, save some. Anyway, so yeah, she can't have them. But anyway, so first things first, we're going to try to get this membrane off the back here. I got it started a little bit with a butter knife. You gotta get in there, get it pulled up a little bit, and you can use a paper towel if you need to, but these are coming off pretty good. So, yeah, there's that. I'm just gonna pat them off with a. No, I got some that I bought last night on my try. What do I do with it?
Let's see how this.
And just a second, be right back. We're gonna get the rub. All right, so we're gonna try this stuff. Perfect pork. Never had it before. It says pork rub. Perfect blend. Paprika, mustard, cayenne pepper, and salt. And so we're going to give this a try. Let's see here. Okay. Let's start on the back side here.
Do you want to make
I don't really have to put it on backside, but what the heck, put a little bit around here on the edges. Make sure this gets everything gets a little bit here. Go on kind of heavy with this stuff. Okay. Some on the front side here.
That's gonna be good. So feel love those bones.
Alright, now just gonna let those sit a little bit, and I'm gonna start getting the grill going. Alright, so now we gotta get the coals ready here. So let me bring you down to the grill and just show you how we set this up here. Let's see, move it back a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so here, I have to move it around the other side, I guess. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, so have some coals in here left over from the last cooking session. And, get these things right here. I like using, I got these stainless steel grilling baskets, and using them makes cleanup a little bit easier if I just keep the coals in there. I usually, a lot of times I have leftover coals, so I just dump them back into the chimney, put a little bit of, actually I'm not even going to use these coals for the ribs, but I'll save them, I'll use them later. I usually, I'll just fill the chimney back up, and I'll add some fresh coals on top of there. And And let's see here. More. It's a Saturday afternoon here. Got some nice weather today. We'll be cutting the grass here in a little bit. But I got that, and I'll just save that for later. Put it down underneath here. And clean out these ashes a little bit. You never had a rubber grill. You know, a lot of times they'll have, well, the higher end ones. There's some that are just the basic grill that doesn't have the cleaner in it, the ash dispenser, but this one's got it, so let's get the ashes clean out of there. Now, I'm gonna get some charcoal in here. Let's see how it started. Might be all we need. Let's see here. And now I'm just going to start stacking these around here. And I'm going to do two wide by 2 high. And it's kind of like just lining them up like dominoes, kind of leaning against each other here. Call it the snake method. So, and works good. It'll just it's kind of controlled, a controlled burn, and it just lasts for hours and hours, and don't have to doesn't take really any maintenance at all, hardly, since once you get it going, sometimes we go to Home Depot or mow the grass or whatever you gotta do, and don't even have to look at the grill. So let me bring you right back here. I'm gonna keep doing this, and then bring you back when we're getting close to put the ribs on. Alright, we're back, and we got, so I'm gonna try to let you see what these look like. I just arranged them kind of like in a double layer of dominoes there, and so now, and I use these to get, I just get these at the grocery store, fire starter cubes. Put one over here, and let's see, yeah, that'll work. I got some apple wood here. Just put a little bit of this around. Some of this on here. Pretty good. You don't need tons. It's just you gotta just kind of figure out how much you like, how much smoke flavor. But let's see if we can get this started. Okay, so I usually let this go maybe 15 minutes now. It's going to take a little bit to get the, just let the coals get started, let the flames die down, and then once it gets just kind of like glowing red embers, and it'll start working its way around there, but bring you right back. Hey y'all, grilling with fire going. So getting ready to put some baby back ribs on here. Just got the grill going. I'll show you here. So let me see if I can just give you a little more close up. I got a snake method. I just put the coals around. They're kind of laid out like dominoes, I guess you'd say. And I got two. I'm doing 2 by 2. I got a row on the bottom and then a second row stacked around on top. I got some apple wood in there. I used a little fire starter cube, and I got the coals going, so now the flames have died down. It's just starting to burn, so it'll slowly burn on around here. It'll take all day. I mean, the ribs aren't going to take, they'll take about could be 6 hours, but we'll see. And so I got the ribs. I put on some it's called Perfect Pork Rub. Just got it at the grocery store last night. It's supposed to have a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, so it sounds pretty good to me. Give that a try. So ready to put the ribs on now, and I'm just gonna. Well, one little tip here is this Weber grill. It has it'll open up on the side here, and that way if it gets all the way around here and I need to add a little bit more coals, I can just drop some in there, so I kind of have that lined up on that side in case I need to do that later. And so now the ribs are going to be over top of the coals here, so later on I'll have to as it burns on around here, I'll just move the rack of ribs so it's not directly over top of the coals. But I got this wide open. I got the bottom wide open, and I'm going to leave the top wide open for it could be the first hour or so, and at least half an hour to an hour. I'm going to leave it wide open so that it gets burning. And I got the vent is, we'll line that up over top of the meat so that the smoke comes across the meat. I do have some apple wood chunks I put in there. Yeah, so we'll just line up the vent over top of the meat. And I also have this little thermometer, and I had one of those. I still have one of the what do you call it? Like it's like remote thermometer, and it's got the 2 probes, and I use that occasionally. But this is just simple and easy. And bring back down here. So I'm just going to drop that in here right at the edge. That way I can just crack the lid open, take a peek at the temperature later. It can be anywhere from 250 to 300, something like that. It can, and anyway, later on I'll adjust this top a little bit and kind of dampen it down. But for right now, I'm just going to keep letting it get started, and we'll bring you back in a little bit. Hey guys, all right. So we're back just got back from the store. Went to Dollar Store, Dollar Tree, something like that, and CVS, and now we're just gonna check back on the ribs and kind of check it out, see how the temperature's going. Take a peek here. I haven't even looked at it yet. All right, so it's at 250, and that's with the vents wide open. So that's pretty good. I'm not gonna turn it down much, but might just adjust it a little bit there, and we'll check back in a little bit. All right, good. Excuse me. Got some Sweet Baby Ray's here. Let me give you a little closer look at the ribs. That's how they look. And we'll brush on some barbecue sauce. A little bit there. Okay. So they're looking good. We're going to give them about 20-30 more minutes and check back on it again. Be right back. All right, so we're at the final stage of the ribs here. I cut the grass, did some weed eating, checked back on it here just a little bit ago, and picked it up with the tongs, and I could tell that it was, I mean, it was about ready to, pick it up halfway. Let me point the camera down here. But you get your grill, or your grill tongs on there, and up to pick it up about halfway in the middle. And if it starts to crack, then you know that they're done. So I added some barbecue sauce on there, and that's looking pretty good. Here, let me give you a shot of that. I might leave it on there a little bit longer though, and let that barbecue sauce just thicken up a little bit more and kind of caramelize on there. So I'm going to leave it on there a little bit longer. We'll check back on it here in just a few. So in the meantime here, I'll just show you what we got going on over here. We are getting close to fire time. Campfire going. Just show you around the yard a little bit here. We got the water fountain, got the rose garden, Rochelle's rose garden. Looks like, it got hit by a little bit of frost, I think, earlier in the spring, and those are growing back. But that's weird because this one over here is fine. But we got a couple pear trees here, and this one, I'm not sure what happened here. We got a little bit of this branch on the front is turning brown. We're not sure why. There's no disturbance on the soil, like no roots have been cut or anything, just that one branch. But it's got some pears that are starting to grow on it, and then we got a little garden area going back here. Not Rochelle is planted all that. Not sure what else she's got going. We got tomato plants. All these black canvas, or I don't know if they're canvas, but there's some kind of fabric material planters with tomatoes in them. And so then we got our fire pit here. Oh, and this is our camper van. We go camping around in Kentucky, Red River Gorge, Brown County, Indiana, Hocking Hills, Cave Run Lake. Probably our main favorite though is the Gorge. We just got back from there last weekend, and yeah, we got a bed in the back there, and we got a canopy that we string up off the side of it, and maybe I'll well, anyway, we'll probably have some upcoming video if I can figure out how to add a little screenshot of that. I will, but we'll see. I'm just getting started on that. But anyway, there's the fire pit, and getting ready to get that lit up here in just a minute. Let's see. And we'll be right back. Yeah, so this right here is what I would almost call the magical hour of the evening. It's just that nice time of night when the sun's setting. Hear somebody playing a radio off in the distance. The temperature is just starting to cool down. We got Sophia here, good girl, and she doesn't like to be on camera much, but got the fountain going there, and getting ready to check back on those ribs here in just a minute. They're pretty much done. Just trying to let that barbecue sauce thicken up a little bit on there. But yeah, this is the time of night. Get a little radio going. I'm gonna bring my radio out here, and in a little bit. Of course, you can't do that on camera, but anyway, we'll check back on these ribs and see how they're doing. Yeah, these are looking really good. You can see the sauce is thickened up. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm gonna get ready to take those off. Shine a little light on there, you can see them a little better. You go grab some tongs here. So these ribs are looking great. Give you a shot of those. See if I can hold them up here where you can see them. But thinking about giving them a try here, so let's just get a cut into a piece. Trying to figure out where it is between the bone there. There it is. You got two ribs. Well, let's see how they are. Oh yeah, I mean they're just falling off the bone. I like that. That rub is pretty good. Kind of thought it would be spicier. Not as spicy as I thought it'd be, but it's good. So we got let's take a little walk over here. Got the fire going. Got some ribs cooked up. And I think I'm just going to hang out here, relax, get the lanterns lit up. Might bring you back for a little bit of that here in a little bit. Well, you know, you just got to have some corn to go with your ribs. Rochelle got some corn on the cob and what the heck, we're gonna cook that up with this too. So I got some butter and seasoning. I think this is called Seasonal. It's a blend of seasoning. Back this up. And I'm probably gonna put it right on top of some of the coals that are left burning there. A little light going there. Let's see here. Coals, but let's just put that out of the way. And I think I'll actually have to put this in chimney earlier. It's, get it started here. Where did my fire starter go? There it is. I like how it just pops in here. Thank you, son. Alright. Let's see. Get a little bit more coals going so the corn doesn't take forever. And let that get going a little bit. And just like that, the coals are ready. Don't you love that? It's kind of like a microwave for your life or something. Just all you gotta do is snap your fingers and time flies. But so let's put these. Let's get these coals in here. There's gonna be plenty of coals. It's not gonna be too many coals. Yeah, get that corn going. Put this over here. Close it back up. Get the vents wide open. There we go. Now we got some corn on the grill. Alright, we got some half a stick of butter, some tahini seasoning, paprika, salt, or not salt, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, a little bit of red pepper flakes, and parsley. So we're gonna let that melt, and we're gonna use that to baste our corn with. All right, now let's see what we got going on here. Corn's been cooking up for a little bit, and let's give it a little look-see and see what's happening. It's coming along good. And the sauce, a little stir here. It's looking good. Move those over the coals a little more. Give it a few more minutes. Now, I just gave them a little flip and spin here. You can see their corn's got a nice little grill marks, char on that side. The butter's doing good. Just gonna move it back here a little bit. Looking good. Just let it keep going. Oh yeah, these are looking good. So I'm gonna pull them off the coals so they're not on direct heat anymore. They're over here, and just gonna take a little bit of this butter sauce, seasoned butter sauce, and brush them down. Parmesan. All right, we'll just give that 5 minutes or something. Let that melt on there. All right, let's take a look here. Oh boy, this looks great. Kind of a Mexican street corn theme. We got the ribs back here. Foot on my tripod's gonna mess up. There it is. All right. So let's see here. Let's give these a try. Ooh. Oh man, that's delicious. So that came out good. Till next time, be good to each other, be kind, and we'll see you in the next episode. This is Grilling with Fire going.